departments. It's useful for you to visit the colleges because the colleges will then give you, the colleges always admit students when it comes to Oxford, unlike the university that in other universities. So you need to connect with the college, you need to like a college, you need to be really switched on saying, I prefer a smaller college to a large college, or I prefer a college that is well within the city to a college that is slightly remote. So if you're going to Churchill College, for instance, you're literally off the town. So please make sure you don't just make an open application. Most people allow an open application. That means you fill your form and leave it open and allow the computer to randomly allocate a college to you. That's not a wise thing.
Let's look at the significance of open days. Students who go for open days, do they have more chances of being admitted than those who don't?
Yes, because the research you do on the internet is great. The one you do by reading the prospectus is fantastic, but there's nothing compares to meeting the tutors and asking them personal questions, saying, if you were in my shoes, what would you do? And then sending an email as a follow-up to say, I attended the open day on Friday, and you said this, and this. These are questions I have arisen. So the connection you make on an open day is something that is invaluable. So I would not encourage anybody at all to apply to a university without first of all attending their open day, seeing the current students there and interacting with current students, say, what is the practical problem you face on a daily basis? You ask that from current students. What are the job prospects when you finish from this program? What happens thereafter? You get that. You can never get that in the prospectus. And then you feel the atmosphere. You want to see what is the atmosphere like. What is the student lecturer and the student professor relationship? What are the facilities they have, a computing facility? Is it 24/7? Or what are the books that they have? What are the library facilities? These are things that I feel you cannot get anywhere except you visit the institution and see things for yourself.
Raj, talking about scholarships, how early should students apply?
I would strongly recommend them to apply as early as possible to make sure they get a place. But again, if they applied and they sort of thought, well, maybe I've applied too early, maybe I don't want to start this year, but next year, and there's always possibility for them to defer their entry. So I think to secure the place is applying now would be the good time to apply, so that they could then plan afterwards, and then there's a flexibility of deferring is also makes them very easy if they thought maybe it's not the right time, I want to start next year. It's all possible.
Is it ever too late to apply, or are the requirements and applications always considered irrespective of the time they apply?
It's the flexibility of going through a private college system in the UK is that most of the time you apply directly at the college and application considered directly at the college. So it is not too late to apply for October session, so they can still apply for October intake. If the student needs to travel to the UK, then if there's a visa requirements, then obviously that might take some time. But as I say, if any reason they couldn't meet the October deadline after applying, then that can be deferred into another entry.
Dr. Chris, let's look at Cambridge and let's look at the seminar you're actually running, the Cambridge seminar. When is it taking place?
Yeah, the Cambridge seminar is taking the first weekend of October, and it's laying the ground